Hi there, this is Amanda Hill from the Social Media Cafe, and in this video I'm going to give a few tips of how to use Canva really quickly. So I've logged into my back office and I'm now going to go into one of the projects I've been working on. So the first thing I'm going to do is make it so you can see it properly. So I'm just going to hide that for a moment, and this lovely little section at the bottom. Can we quite see that? Let's just move down a touch. Now we can. If I move this backwards and forwards, I can work virtually to pixel level on anything I want to work on. So let's just look at this page, which is a brand board. Now I want to make some changes to see what things look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate the entire page. That gives me a new one to play with, but keeps the original for me. So I've got all sorts of things going on here, and I've got some really cool little colour palettes. So you can see here I have the hex code. So that is this little beauty here that identifies that colour absolutely perfectly. And I can change any one of these. Obviously, I'm going to want to then go and find the hex code underneath. So let's just change one and show you what that looks like. So let's pick the green here, and you can see up here, this is my colour. So let's just think, do we want a darker version of that colour? And you can see underneath it, it very kindly gives me the hex code. It also gives me the opportunity to change that colour in every single page in this document. So should I so desire, it would do that for me. And then I can go and just grab the hex code from here and change it underneath. Now that is a very quick and simple way of getting a uniform look across the board on all of your colours. You can also do it with your fonts. So for example, I currently have Montserrat from here, and if I decide that I want to change it, I can go and look and see what I think works better. So let's look at Helios. Again, you can see I can change the font across the entire document in one go, and that's really useful. Now, when you're doing things on a board, you can actually duplicate things really quickly. So it may be that I want more colours than the ones I have. So I can literally lasso everything that I want, and I can copy and paste it. I use Ctrl and D, but you might want to use copy and paste, or if you're on a Mac, Command and. So now I can have everything that I've done copied really quickly. That looks a bit messy, so I don't particularly want that on there. But it does make it for a very quick and simple way of doing something. I can also add video, I can add picture, I can bring it to life, and I can send things backwards and forwards. So if I've got layers in my document, then I can just add things. So if we go over to elements, and I decide that I would like, for example, gold stars, but I want them as a video. So let's just see what we've got. Well, that one's a bit fast. That one's raining gold stars. And that one's quite twinkly. Let's just pick this one here. And I've just clicked on it, and it's now sitting in the middle of my document. So let's just make it so we can see the page and we can move it. So I'm just going to add it to the page. So it's now completely on the page, but I'm just going to position it and I'm going to send it to the back. Now that looks really awful on there and doesn't fit at all. And all of my elements are just not showing because it's too dark and too black. Yuck. So if I just do Control and Z and Control and Z again and again, you can see it's undoing everything that I've put on there. Sometimes glitz is not always best. But if I did want something in the background on something it suited, that is how you would do it. It also means that I haven't broken anything. So I copied that page anyway, and I just put something to test it. So if I did actually want to add anything to the back of it, I could. But Control and Z is my friend, and it undoes everything I want it to do. I've also got a logo here, which is actually saved over in my logos on here. So every time I need it, I don't have to look for it. It actually sits here. I can draw, I can add things, I can add video, I can add audio, I can even turn it into a website. Canva does an awful lot of things and some. This is just the beginning. But hopefully there were a few tricks there that actually made it easy for you.